Good morning, good morning, good morning again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit. They did not remove it from the website. Well, folks, NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Read the article, share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. Trigger warning one: when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, folks, please make sure to go ahead and utilize those headphones, all right? Number two, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and we do speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, all right? Okay, so where we left off, I would say it'd be short and sweet, but who knows with me. When the FDA had discussions with 3 former residents prior to the issuing of the proposed rule, to the extent we relied on these communications, we summarized the relevant content and provided our rationale in the proposed rule. In other words, folks, they weighed relevance, both excuse me, I got a cough, allergies, both pro JRC and against JRC. And as rational animals that they are, they also weighed, okay, this survivor came forward with the medical documentation to back up the story that they're telling us. This person did not. Whether they were pro or absolutely against the JRC. The individuals that came forward and told their stories and had the medical documentation to back them up automatically got more weight because those documents can be scrutinized. They can be gone over. They can be discussed with the professionals that came forward and offered their services to the FDA during that time period to go over them and see if it was matching the story that was being told. The people the JRC had come forward couldn't. Yeah. Which is why any rational animal would do, they automatically got less weight. It's not that the FDA was biased one way or the other. It's simply any rational being that is making a determination on this level is going to give more weight to the folks that have the proper medical documentation to back it up than they're going to give to an individual who sings JRC's praises to the skies but do not have medical documentation from outside of the JRC. Hear me on this. Outside of the JRC to back up what they're saying. Okay? This is why therapy notes cannot be considered evidence, folks, because at the end of the day, it's just you talking. You know, I could say I was Napoleon and a therapist could write that down. It doesn't magically make me Napoleon. I've used this before in discussing the JD versus AH case, but you can also apply it very much here, right? The peoples whose stories got more weight were the individuals that were able to provide actual medical documents that back their story up. This is how logic works, in case anyone is wondering. The public had an opportunity to review this information and comment it. They held those comment sections open, folks, from 2014 all the way to 2019. All right. Everybody and their mother had the opportunity to comment, even individuals who are not necessarily affected because they're not stuck in that hellhole and were not previously stuck in that hellhole. Professionals from all over the world. Okay? The advocates, professionals like moi who have worked in the field. Everybody and their mother had the ability to make comments during the time that these hearings were taking place and were kept open for quite a few handful of years to be continuing to be able to comment it long after the hearings adjourned. All right. Everybody got to have their say. More weight was given to those who were professionals, psychologists, case managers, advocates who worked in the mental health field, like me. You name it, folks. Okay? It only makes sense that the folks that got taken more seriously and what they had to comment had more weight are the individuals with the medical documents to back it up. It's not rocket science, it's not being unfair, it's logic, which I know is a rapidly disappearing thing in their world, much to my beyond horror. But do try. All right. We're going to close out on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time this morning. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time.